So I was on a train recently, and who should I see but Boomerang Twizzlechin? He turns to me and says, "Hi, son." So I said, "You what?" And he said, "I'm just saying hi, son. I haven't seen you in ages, my boy." So I said, "First of all, this is a train, and we're in England, so stop talking. Second of all, I'm not your son, so get walking." Now it's safe to say that that didn't happen. So... Anyway, recently quite a lot of my friends have started getting jobs. I thought about it, but I decided I'd let the reviews come in, make my decision from them. Now, if every day people said to me, "Oh, you know what, I'm in a really good mood because I've got work later," that would make the idea seem pretty appealing. But that's not what people say to me. All I ever hear is, "Oh man, I've got work later, oh, and on Thursday as well." And I'm not being funny here, but that makes having a job look like peak times. And don't get me wrong, I know why people my age get jobs all.
A non-specific shop.
It's all for the sweet cheddar. But I'm worried that if I do get a job, I might miss out on a few things. For example, I recently got the opportunity to work as a cameraman for a Japanese TV company making a film about a Romanian football team who plays in England. That was interesting. I was expecting to just be carrying tripods around all day, but I actually got put on a camera, a TV level camera, so I got taught how to use it, which will probably be useful. Which shows how low the budget for the film was, because they trusted me to film the football match. But it was fun, and I'm glad I did it, so I might have missed that if I'd had a job. Also, I'm currently in a Christmas play. This is the script here, as well as obviously the actual performance dates. There's all the rehearsals, which I might not have been able to go to if I'd had a job, so I wouldn't be able to be in it. So 3 weeks later, that Christmas play that I just talked about, done that twice, actually. Here's a little clip.
I won't let things end this way.
Jump 4,000 years.
It's been a long wait.
So many promises from our ancestors.
You said we'd have a rescuer!
A saviour.
A messiah.
Will he ever turn up?
It's been a long wait.
We weren't really acting as such. There were little bits where we took on characters, but mainly we were just telling the story, like, the classic Christmas story with like the wise men and Joseph and Mary and stuff. We were telling that, and it was mixed in with like songs with a really good band. Basically, we went on tour to 2 places, but it was on tour, but with no tour bus. But we did go from one place to another, so it's a tour. So the first place we performed it was actually at my school, which was great because it meant I could use the Wi-Fi in between rehearsals. Brilliant. Overall, it went really well. I mean, there were a few little mistakes, but none that anyone noticed. I mean, I was really surprised to find that I didn't really get nervous at all. And I've never really done anything like this before. I mean, I did drama GCSE, but doesn't mean anything, does it? No, it doesn't. We even got a few laughs, which I wasn't really expecting. One man actually came up to me and said that he thought I had a really good voice for like being on a stage, because he was deaf, but he was still able to hear me. That is what he said. I assume he was either deaf in one ear or partially deaf, but he just said he was deaf, and I was like, if I can make deaf people hear me, this might have to be my job. I just really enjoyed being up there telling the story. I think the crowd actually enjoyed it as well, because they were like going like that or something at the end, and they even laughed a few times, which I wasn't expecting. So 1 week later we had to do it all again, which I was quite happy about because I enjoyed it. I wanted to do it some more. Although the only thing was, the stage was completely different, so we had to completely rework how we were going to walk, because basically there were 4 of us narrating and only 3 microphones. So we had to organise this like baton system where we'd walk around passing the microphones to each other. We had to do that all again for the next week. There was like one tiny little mistake that it wasn't even a mistake, it was just a thing that didn't happen that didn't need to necessarily. I was really surprised at how positive people were about my performance, because it's not something like, if you meet me, you wouldn't look at me and say, you know what, he's an actor. He likes to express himself, everyone knows what he's feeling, he doesn't just have a deadpan face all the time. I'm going to put him on a stage and make him act. No, that's just not what people think. So it's kind of like there's two of me, so there's real life Peter, and then stage Peter. Hello. Though actually there's kind of three Peters, because video Peter isn't real either. So... oh, look at that bounce back style. I mean, I just put a hat on, alright, and then flattened it, and it boink, straight, it's not having none of it. Like, it literally does what it says on the tin. Like, it literally says bounce back, and that's what it did. So, the message is, always judge things based on their covers. Not books, but hair gel.